All praise to Yahweh Shemal Shai, double honors to apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity. It's a brother Kanak.
Y'all will call that up.
And we just out here to come out to you brothers and, edify you brothers. We got some articles that we want to bring out, some prophecies that are happening, the race wars starting up, so we can go right into it. Brother's going to read the article.
Yeah, so this is from an independent journal review. This is going off of what happened in Milwaukee. A cop shot some Jake. It was a grimy looking one, I may add. All right, so sister of armed man killed by Milwaukee cops tells rioters to burn shit down in the suburbs, because that's what we always say. We're like, damn, why are you burning some shit down right where you stay? And it's not because it's black owned or anything, because those businesses that Jake be burning down, they're not Jake businesses, They're a lot of time Elamite businesses, Moabite, Ishmael,
That's right.
Rarely Esau, because Esau's not even going to try to be around us at all. He set up these other heathens to rule over us,
Basically taskmasters.
Taskmasters, exactly. That's what he does,
So if I can say this, so he can put on a portray like he's equal, like he's giving minorities jobs and businesses, So he gives these other heathen nations, which he has the power to give Jake those businesses, but he knows that we're the Israelites, so he's going to keep that away from us.
Yep. And then, you Jakes, the reason that a lot of these nations are over is because of the work that your ancestors did in the 60s. Because a lot of those immigration laws that were passed in the 60s allowed mainly people from Southeast China to come over, also from these so-called Middle Eastern countries. Because it was the civil rights thing wasn't just about so-called black people getting equal protection under the law. It also extended to all these heathen nations who come over and then in turn rule over you, all right, in your neighborhood. All right, so Milwaukee dealt with another outburst of riots last night as the community responded to the death of Sylville Smith, a black man who was shot by police on Saturday. Authorities say they have footage of him holding a gun before he was shot, but nonetheless, riots broke out Saturday and Sunday with officers injured, reporters attacked, and multiple counts of property destruction, including the gas station shown below, which is probably owned by some Elamites. Well, matter of fact,
Elam or Ishmael.
Some Ishmaelites. They got a turban, so they're either some Sikhs, or which are Elamites, or some straight-up Ishmaelites. Them the ones, when you go out to the Midwest and you go out east, man, it's almost exclusively Ishmael or Elam that runs them, them gas stations. At a memorial service on Sunday, people called for an end to the violence in the community. As CNN reported, Sunday evening had initially begun peacefully as residents had gathered to mourn Smith as his family and friends held a candlelight vigil at the site of Saturday's shooting in a residential area of North Milwaukee. At one point, the crowd chanted, "Ready for war," followed by a chant of "Peace, peace, peace." Smith's sister, Cheryl Smith, condemned violence carried out in her brother's name, saying the community needs those businesses. "Don't bring that violence here," Kimberly Neal, another sister, said, sobbing as she lamented that she would never be able to again hug her brother. In a news report that ran Monday morning, CNN featured a small snippet of Smith speaking out against destruction of community businesses, which they framed as her calling for peace. For those having difficulty hearing the video, she appears to say, "Burning down shit ain't going to help nothing. Y'all burning down shit we need in our community. Take that shit to the suburbs. Burn that shit down. We need our weave. I don't wear it, but we need it." So, Jake's on the low level, man. Out all the things that you need in the community, she said, we need our weave, right? But point being, Jake's waking up to the fact that we need to go and ride on Esau, Shit, that's where all the money is, right? If you really want to burn something down, that's where you need to go. So Jake's catching on, and it took fucking more than enough time. Yet, Jake's arriving at that conclusion. You know what? Ain't nothing gonna change. We might as well just burn their shit down. And eventually, America's gonna be burnt down all around, man. The 10 parts of the city is gonna be destroyed by nuclear missiles. All right, so you got Genesis.
Yeah, kind of Genesis on the prophecy.
Just go straight to this point.
Genesis 49:8. It says, "Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies."
Right, thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies, which the main enemy is Esau. So this is Jake being at the neck of the enemies, all right, beating up cops. Pretty soon they're going to be beating up residents. Hey, a few years ago in Milwaukee, see, that's like a hotbed for racial tension, because I remember a few years ago, they was just going around and specifically targeting Edomites, beating the brakes off of them over there in Des Moines, Iowa. They had a Beat Whitey Day, So this is the prophecy, Judah being at the enemy's neck. Because the other tribes, they're not getting it popping like that, Benjamin's not doing that. Benjamin's over there being a sex tourist, man. Yeah. Levi's over there eating mud cakes, just praising I forget what they call them, you know, in the French Creole, man. But they love Esau over there, even after you beat their ass, you know. And they still love Esau. The Latin tribes, you can forget about them.
Boy.
They wholeheartedly believe the so-called white man is God and Jesus Christ, man. All right, keep going, bro.
Okay. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee.
That's right, because everyone's gonna bow to Yahweh Shai. I tell you that
right.
in Philippians, the 2nd chapter. Every knee shall bow. All right, I tell you that in Romans, the 2nd chapter. Romans Salaki as well. All right, keep going, bro.
Verse 9. It's Verse 9. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up.
Yep.
He stooped down, he crouched as a lion. And as an old lion, who shall rouse him up?
Right, who shall rouse him up? And ultimately, the spirit of Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai is rousing up Judah in particular, all right? By incidents like this, seeing all of his brothers getting gunned down in the streets, oftentimes on video, that's rousing Jake up to the point where now Jake's like, you know what? Shit, we need to go into the suburbs. And who's in the suburbs? What do you associate with suburban living? Esau, Edomites, man. When you read the scriptures, the suburbs really supposed to go to Levi. You know, in this society, in the suburbs, out in the not in the midst, in the outskirts of all of the commotion of the city, all of the dope heads, the drugs, you know, the violence. You got the suburbs. You know, Esau goes, he makes his money, then he goes back to his nice home, you know, his 5-bedroom house. And well, Jake's going up to them 5-bedroom house. You got your pool there. You got your little bugged out kids. Well, Jake's on the way over there, man. And this is all biblical prophecy, and nobody can stop it because, like the article said, they had chants of peace, peace, peace. There's not going to be any peace. Oh, can you get 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter? They shall say peace and safety. Because that's the main thing right now. We need to have more peace. We need to have global peace, and that's how. And they're using all of these so-called terrorist attacks and all of this violence against Jake, and then violence against police officers, to justify there being more global integration. You know, to bring about what? Peace. Well, look, if we all work together, it'd be more peace. Nah, well, the scriptures tell you differently. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, you said
1 Thessalonians 5th chapter.
Yeah, kind.
And they shall. I think it's the 3rd verse.
Yep. It says 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
That's right. Hey, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them. And that's the main sentiments: peace and love, which love is equated with in this society just straight abominable acts. Hate. Love is really hate. When you go the love that we associate with this world is really hate according to the scriptures. And the peace, man, is really gonna bring about war. Because look, they're over there on peacekeeping missions, man. They bombing Doctors Without Borders, bombing hospitals. Here it is. The only so-called good thing they got going in the country, Esau go and bomb it. And it's a peacekeeping mission to keep away terrorists, man. And when you devils are the terrorists. And that's why sudden destruction is going to come upon you, all right? Because the Most High is not dealing with that. Most High is dealing with a time of war, all right? So you can say, oh, this peace, we need more peace. It's just going to intensify, man. Why? Because it's in the scriptures, all right?
Right, yeah. Esau, his whole ploy and excuse of going into these other countries are for peace.
Yep.
Which he does nothing. When he goes into a country, he depopulizes the country, destabilize the country, right? By what? By war. He bring So he's saying that there should be peace. He knows before peace there has to be war.
Right.
So that's what we're going to bring when Yahushua comes back. He's bringing war before there can be peace on earth, man.
That's right.
Bottom line, but Esau, he does it on the left-hand side. There is no peace with this man.
Yeah.
Because death follows this guy.
Yeah, because us, you know, when you go into our law, we will call out to the city, and we will call out for peace, and if they didn't want it, then we would just go and then we'd ride on them. Esau doesn't give you that option, man. You could surrender, he'll still kill you, man. He's a real dirtbag. And that's why all these other nations, they coming up on his ass, man.
Yeah, bombing hospitals.
Schools. He doesn't want life, you know. He wants everybody to die. That's why he's putting all these chemicals in the food, these pesticides. He's genetically modifying the food. He's got gay bombs out here because he wants to feminize everybody. And I see it clearly, man. Hey, Barak Yahweh Shemiah Shai for Tonkat, man, and for him ultimately keeping the spirit on us. Because these dudes, they're totally just weak, and it's no coincidence. I'm talking the last 3, 4, 5 years. All the food, all the acidic food that these people eat, those are acts of war. But how does he frame it? Peace, right? He frames everything as a peace thing, you know. oh yeah, you'll get inner peace if you eat these foods. He didn't laced it with cyanide, man. That's what he does. Oh, he's got these. If you want inner peace, go to yoga. What is he indoctrinating you into? Wickedness, witchcraft, right? Getting in touch with your, releasing your chakras.
Yeah.
That's wicked, man. But that's what this whole society is based around. All right, the concept of peace and love. Meanwhile, our people have nothing but war conducted on them. All right, for the past 500 years, and they're not taking it anymore. They're rousing up, according to the prophecy. And you know what?
According to the prophecy.
According to the prophecy, that's what it all comes down to. Because for years we were saying it, and then Jake's couldn't picture it because our people are in such a juiced out state, man, docile. They don't have any more fight in them. But you know what? The spirit is reviving our people. Even if they don't get with the truth, they hear this, they see the videos, and they'll support. Even if they don't take it seriously, they don't really understand the gravity of this thing. It still gives them a certain type of honor, and dignity. Knowing, you know what, I'm an Israelite. Best believe there's Israelites down there. There's men and women down there that know that they're Israelites. Remember in Ferguson, they had signs talking about we're the real Jews. Deuteronomy 28:68. So this word is really this word is stirring Jacob because nobody else, they're not getting it from anywhere else. Jesse Jackson, he's telling Jake to just march. Same thing with Al Sharpton, to be complacent in your situation and wait to go through the judicial system to get laws changed. That doesn't work, man, and our people have seen it doesn't work. So now they're taking action to their own hands. What they call vigilante justice.
Right, which Jake was trying to do in the 60s.
Exactly.
But it wasn't time for Jake to do it because it wasn't of the Lord. It said the Most High shall rouse you up. Who shall rouse you up? The Most High is the one who's rousing up by having these cops and these so-called. And it's funny, like it is not Moabites. It's not Ham doing it. It's not Ishmael shooting niggas. It's funny. It's Esau shooting niggas, man.
We got Moabites too, but you know what? Yeah, because
for the most part,
it's Esau. Yeah, but then Moab is right in there too, because right after Esau, Moab is the picture of oppression. Out here in the Bay Area, it's well known that whites and Asians are together. Oh man, Edomites and Moabites, it's just like they're a match made in hell. It's just like I liken it to to when Japheth and Elam linked up with the Medo-Persian Empire. That's how it is out here, man. They collaborate. They're very integrated here in the Bay Area, man. So yeah, Moabite kill him too. Hey, Jake's cool with riding on him too.
Yeah, because it's all under you Edomite system. So Moab, they see that it's cool to do it. Because Esau's doing it, and then Esau's patting them on the back like, "Oh, we're gonna take care of you as long as you handle your business here. You become a good slave."
Yeah, a good slave. Yeah, which they are good slaves. All right, but you got something?
Yeah, this is the same verse. Go
ahead.
It says, "For when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape."
Yeah, none of you people are gonna escape the wrath of the Heavenly Father. All right. Hey, can you get Joel the 2nd chapter?
Go ahead.
And then you got a precept.
Yeah,
go ahead. Get your precept first. Yeah.
This is 2nd Ezra 12. Let me get the scripture. I just lost it.
Sorry, take your time, brother. Yeah, so we're out here, by the water, because Jake needs some peace, man. Jake come by the water, by the sand, enjoying the creations of our Father, right? Because Esau has concocted a society and implemented a society that is just filled with death. There's nothing but concrete around, which messes up your knees and your back. You got to see nothing but weirdos, abomination that plays on your mind. So
okay, this is
Jake's little escape. Go ahead, brother.
2nd Ezra 13 and 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth.
Yeah, and we're in that time. And right now we're being sealed for deliverance. All the brothers on the highways and hedges. This is a part of you. This is part of your seal. You've been, because you've been called, and if we endure to the end, that means we'll be chosen. All right, and then we'll actually be physically delivered. Right now, our spirits, our minds are delivered from this place, man.
Right.
You know, that's the phase of deliverance we're in right now, because we don't think like these people. You know,
right? Like the scriptures say, it says the truth shall set
the truth shall set you free.
Yeah, set you
Yeah,
free.
you shall know the truth, and
Right.
the truth shall
So
set you free.
physically, we're still in captivity, but
Yep.
our spiritual mind, right? Because we know that it's a spiritual battle according to Ephesians the 2nd chapter.
Yep.
Right. Ephesians the 6th chapter, Salakia.
Yep. Yep.
That it's a spiritual battle. So
Yep.
we're in America, but we're really not in America.
Exactly.
You know, because our mind is thinking spiritual things. Our mind is thinking on the kingdom. You know.
Right.
So that's where we're at. So that's why these people are bugged. These people are bugged the hell out, because their mind and their body is totally engulfed in America.
Yep.
You know, and they don't see anything past. They have, like the Elder Gabar like to say, they have no vision. They can't. The reason why they want to believe in the kingdom, they want to believe in spiritual power, but they have no vision. They can't picture themselves having that power. You know, because they've been beaten down by Esau and white supremacy, Edomite supremacy for so long, and then inevitably they're not the chosen.
Yeah, that's what it really comes down to.
Really comes down to.
Yeah, because I mean, we've all went through things. You know, there's brothers in this truth that have been through more than these Jakes in the world. Yet, you know, because of the spirit being on them, you know, brothers can push through, and instead of just being in a victim mindset, we come out of it as victors, as conquerors. You know, because we're all conquerors with Yahweh Shai. You know, we're warriors of Yahweh Shai, soldiers of Yahweh Shai. So that's what's gonna happen, man. You're gonna have a battle. You're gonna get knocked down, but you know what? A real warrior, man, a real conqueror gets back up, all right, and conquers his enemy. We're conquering these people through the spirit right now. You know, and it's evident on the highways and hedges.
Very evident.
You know, you people are our slaves. You know, it's just a fact of life. We're better than you, all right? Me, this brother, you know, brother Gad, Quanawaf, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Yashuan Bar Ariala, all you brothers around the world, brothers in Mississippi, you know, brothers in LA, Muatazah, Barak, we're better than you, man. We're just better than you. Most High put us on a higher level than you. All right, and Adawan Muatazah, this deliverance, the spiritual deliverance that we're going through, it'll translate with us being physically delivered, which we know it'll happen for the elect, which is why we're doing this, to make our calling and election sure. All right, go ahead, brother.
Verse 30, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth.
Right, yeah. So people are going to be bugged out, man, when they see the chariots. And if you want to speak on it, brother.
Oh yeah, like Esau's bugging out about a star that he thinks aliens are trying to get energy from, harvest energy. That the star is getting bigger, it's just moving around, shit is forming, and they've been watching this star for years, man, taking pictures and videos of it, and they think it's some type of alien life force, which it possibly could be a chariot. Yep. That they're just waiting out there, just teasing Esau, or the Most High got a star, just bring a star, because Esau he knows that the chariots are there, but he's going to call them some type of alien force to gather all the nations to fight against the Lord, man.
That's right.
All right, that's what he's do. He's such a proud man that he really believes that he can win, man. And he shows you that in his movies. Yep. When the aliens come, the aliens never win, so to speak. The aliens are the angels and Yahweh Shai coming back. Right. All right, that's gonna come and deliver the elect and destroy all the sinners, man. Destroy the sinners of our people and destroy the wicked in the heathen nations.
Yep. Yeah, because they are alien. Because they're alien just means foreign.
Yeah, foreign. That's all it is. Foreign. Yep. That's all. Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah, and the spirit of Yahweh Shai is foreign to these people. You know.
And he's gonna come back.
Now you got it, brother. Now
he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back, and he's gonna come back in the image of an alien. Like they're gonna see this dude like, what? A black man, woolly hair, eyes fiery red, with a spiritual body, man, shooting beams on you people, man. Just killing people, killing the Romans that stuck them, you know, according to the prophecy. Yep. And the people are going to see this man, and they're gonna be like, oh, he's gonna be taller than the rest of everybody in the world, you know, and he's gonna look like an alien to these people, you know, a so-called black man in power, and they're not gonna be able to understand it or conceive it.
Yeah, because it's so. Hey, remember in Django, they said, man, I never seen a nigga on a horse, that represented what, like a position of power that was alien to him, right? Django was like an alien. They're like, what the fuck? And they couldn't understand it. How much more Yahweh shot, man? You know, just goes to show, because people aren't used to that. So-called black man like running shit. That's like the furthest thing from their mind. Yeah. And the scriptures say that which they did not consider shall happen. Paraphrasing.
And also they should look upon the strangers of their salvation. It's going to be a strange salvation to them, right? Yep. They play video games and this and that, but to actually happen, you know, because Esau furthers the people's mind for spirituality. We're on a low vibration, you know. In this part of time, all the other nations they dealt with magic and all on the left hand side,
yeah.
and then we dealt with it on the right hand side. So everybody knew throughout all the nations that there was some type of spiritual connection
yeah.
to a higher being. Esau is the only nation that doesn't have that, but he does, but it's in secret.
Right.
With the elites have kept that information. You know,
they push out to the public atheism that God doesn't exist,
Right.
but they know that the Heavenly Father exists. They know that these scriptures are true.
That's right.
You know, that's why they give money to these false groups to try to upset the prophecy and subvert people's souls. But go ahead, brother.
Yeah, this is verse 32. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen. No. Verse 31. And one shall overtake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another.
Yeah, and that's the time that we're in. You know, there's global race wars. This ain't just anything specific to America. All right, over there in Germany, you got race wars between Ishmael and Esau.
Yeah, and in Great Britain too.
Yeah. It's
heavy. It's heavy over there.
It's heavy in Britain right now, like the brother said, especially after that Brexit.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're associating the Brexit, the people that supported the Brexit, with people that are anti-immigration, anti-Muslims, anti-black. Although they don't really fuck with Benjamin out there, man. You know, because Benjamin been there for a while, and they know Benjamin's not like a terrorist and stuff like that. You know, but they're beating up Polish people. Different ethnic groups that may be Jakes as well. You got Esau beating up Esau, and Esau beating up Israelite foreigners. You know, you got Ham's over there. Remember the Somalian dude, he hacked up somebody a few years back on the street, on video. I don't know if you remember that. It was over there in Britain. So yeah, over there in what is it called? In the Scandinavian countries. What's the other country? Sweden. In Sweden, you got like Ishmael and Ham over there. They going wild. Oh, you got Elam and Moab. They're getting into it right now, which they had a war going back to, I believe it was the 40s, man. They had a border war. You know, Ammon and Moab. I mean, everywhere you look, man, there's war. Yet simultaneously, that vibration of peace is getting pushed out, man, and it's not working. That's what they're trying to do. This is like the height of like Obama. Obama's like Obama. You see Obama, you just think, oh man, equal rights, peace.
Right, peace.
But look, man, like he's ruling in the time of global world war, man.
Since he came into office, there's been more friction between the nations, between different nations than ever before, man.
Ever before. That's true.
You know?
That's true.
Because all nations, they dealt with each other, right? But now it's like, it's made evident, like, nope, everybody hates each other. But that same vibration of love and peace, the scriptures say, when they say peace and safety, man, when they say peace and safety, that's when you know it's the end, man. Because this is the time when they will start saying, this is the heaviest time when they start saying peace and safety, man. Yeah. Peace on earth. Let's have peace on earth.
Peace on earth.
Why can't we all get Esau? Why can't we all get Esau killed 20 niggas and say, why can't we all get together? Yeah. Why can't we all love each other? You know?
Yeah. Esau's out of control, man. I was meditating on that earlier. He just walks around here like he didn't do anything. You know, I was at Golden Gate Park. You know, I was training this Moabite, and it's like nothing but Edomites rolling around, and they just look just conscience free, man. They did all this wickedness. I mean, Jake, we don't even do nothing. We still feel bad about ourselves, you know, just because we know that we're in this flesh. You know, we're susceptible to sin. We have evil thoughts, right? We feel bad, you know. We always have a contriteness about us. Yeah, you got Esau's proud ass. He done fucked up everything, and then he'll catch your attitude when you get at him about it, you know.
He's taught to embrace.
Why? What did I do?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, get Zechariah 11:5. You know, start at 4. What was he gonna say though, bro?
Embrace. Oh yeah, Esau is taught to embrace his wickedness.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and they say wickedness so casually, man. Like so casually, as if it's the way they discuss things it's disgusting, man.
The only time Esau feels like something is wrong is when something's wrong done to him.
Right. Yep.
If he does something, if it kills massive people or spray chemtrails or genetically modified food, whatever he does not find that is wicked. Yep. He doesn't have a conscience say, "Oh, that's wicked." You know,
that's wicked.
The only time something's wicked is when somebody does something to him and his race. Yeah, that's when it's wicked. That's when the people are mongrels or savages. You know, he went around and conquered all the nations, and when you look at through other historical accounts, he called all the nations savages, man. Yep. Because they didn't live a certain way that he lived, but he was over there popping animals. having sex with dead bodies,
right?
All these different homosexual,
necromancer.
necromancer, all these different just
Just
bugged out.
Have page programs.
Yeah, but he doesn't consider that to be wicked, right?
Yeah,
that's not in his vocabulary. Only when you come against his so-called white establishment,
especially in righteousness, right? Yeah, so like polygamy, like he was deeming the guy, the Ishmaelite, he was deeming him wicked, man.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's talking about two men getting popping each other in the ass.
Ishmaelite this over there in Britain?
I believe he had the little glasses on.
I'm not sure, but it was an Ishmaelite that got arrested and is facing 20 years.
It was in Italy. Well, the guy they were talking about in Italy, man. They were talking about having polygamy in Italy. But but Esau was like shocked. He was like, "Oh, I can't. How can we have this?" Meanwhile, he's for two men lying with each other, man. Man, and you know what, man? I was meditating on earlier. That's a damn health hazard, man. Businesses should legally be allowed not to have homosexuals in there, man. You can get sick being around sodomites, man. Seriously. But you can't have more than one wife.
Right.
And
so,
go ahead, brother.
I was saying over there in Britain, they arrested this Ishmaelite for creating a website for
polygamy.com.
Yeah.
Is that guy? Yeah.
So So basically, so you can find a second wife, right?
Who's with it? Yeah, it's not like you put a, hey bitch, you gonna wear me. A woman that's with it, man. A woman that recognizes ain't nothing but a bunch of punks out here, and she wants a manly man, and she believes in the system of polygamy because they can help with the children that I have as well. There's so many benefits to polygamy, you know. Which I mean, we're not gonna be polygamists on this side. We got a job to do. Just showing you the contrast between righteousness and wickedness, and how wickedness is so readily pushed, and he says it so matter-of-factly.
And another thing, even the word polygamy is wicked.
Oh, right.
You know, just to put a label on that polygamy and demonize it when that's just a natural thing that the Most High set up.
Yeah.
You know, in the law, the apostles went through it not too long ago. Like you have more than two wives, man. Yeah. Going into the scriptures, and the Most High set it up to where you had to treat that wife with a certain level of respect, so to speak,
of honor,
you know, the
inheritance, status. You know, yeah, she had a certain status. So so if you took on another wife, you wouldn't degrade her.
Yeah, that's right.
Which degrade means what? To bump somebody down, to bring them down, to bring them down to a lesser grade. Right, that's all that means. So that's what you would do if you took on another wife, and then you exalted her over your first wife. You would degrade her, because like they say, "Oh, you men degrade women." Look, man, we treat these women great, man. That's why women are itching to get at us, all right? Because we treat them how they're supposed to be treated, okay? And you know what? In the kingdom, it's gonna be all good, all right? Because right now we treat them good, but then Jake will be stern on them, and these women, they got so many demons on them, they can't take no type of reproof. They just, now you're the worst thing ever, you know. And guess who else has that spirit? Esau. All right. Boy. Esau can't. That's why they click up so hard, man. But anyways, go ahead, bro.
This is Zechariah 11:5.
Start at 4.
Zechariah 11:4. Thus said the Lord power, feed the flock of the slaughter.
Yeah, feed the flock of the slaughter. So who's getting slaughtered out here? All right. Who are the biggest victims of racism, of police brutality, police terrorism, of subprime mortgage loans?
Yeah, kind of.
Huh?
The subprime mortgage loan bubble. Who was that targeted?
Yeah, who was that targeted?
Jake.
Yeah, Judah and Issachar primarily. Got Zebulon in there, Levi. Yes, we're the flock of the slaughter. All right, whether it be physically, where are most of these churches at, man? In the so-called Black and Hispanic community. That's spiritual slaughter, man. Because all throughout, what do you got, man? You got a bunch of Caesar Borgias, man. And you got Mary as a so-called white woman. All right, nothing but Edomite images. If you want to know what it looks like in a church, just go down the Mexican aisle in a grocery store.
Oh boy,
it's horrible, man. But you know what? That's warfare, man. That's slaughter. That's spiritual slaughter. Because as long as our people believe the so-called white man is God, all right, and the so-called white woman is God. Because you so-called white woman, you're a bunch of devils too, man. All right. As long as our people believe that our enemies are their power, all right, their higher power, they'll never fight against them. And that's the whole purpose of this imagery. And that goes back to the Greeks, those picture books. I tell you that in First Maccabee, the 3rd chapter. We recovered the book of the law, and there you have the devil who doesn't believe one law in the scriptures, putting his images in there. You know, which proves that Thessalonians is talking about Esau, even though it doesn't say Esau. Who does that? Who's done that? Documented in history, and who's doing that right now? Where it says that who exalteth and opposes himself as God, and sets himself up as though he is God.
That's right.
That has to be talking about Esau, because he's doing it now, and it's documented that he did it in history. All right? And that's a part of what? Our slaughter. Hey, give me hold that and get Ezekiel the 34th chapter. Is the flock of the slaughter, which that's talking about you men primarily. Hey, because when there's a Black Lives Matter protest, who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
Targeted.
Who is it? Who? Yeah. Who is it? Who is it? Yeah. Who is it targeting? All right. Who is it about? All right. It's about a so-called black man. All right. Because you're the main target. All right. Even though you black woman, you saw me jacking you up too. He uses you because women are easy to control and orchestrate, man. So he just uses you as a tool to destroy the so-called black man.
That's it.
All right. And the same with all the women from all the other tribes, so-called Mexican women, because y'all are a bunch of low lifes too. I mean, the spirit be on brothers to get on you so-called black women primarily. All right, because that's the head tribe. But you know what? You so-called Mexican woman, you're no better. All right, you would like to spiritually cut off your man's balls too. All right. He be out there, got a Sancho, all right. While he's out there working hard, you're supposedly making things. You over there popping somebody else.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy. They say that
culture.
In Issachar, the last couple of years, a study came out and said that the most women who commit adultery are Issacharite women.
Yeah, so-called Mexicans.
Because so-called Mexicans, because their husbands are out there working 15, 16, 17-hour days, right? And they can't pop, and they come home too tired. Mm-hmm. It's not like they have tech jobs. They're actually fucking rolling cement.
In the field.
Yeah, in the field. Hard in the field. So they don't pop their woman, right? And the woman be over there with a little Pepe, man.
Yep.
So that's heavy.
He be freaking off with a young Issacharite dude usually too, man.
Yeah.
A young 16, 17, 18-year-old dude, man. Little dirtbag baracho, all right? Yeah, man, but you don't hear about that with so-called Asian women, so-called East Indian women. Why is that? Why are the biggest damn sluts and whores and just backbiting, treacherous women so-called black and Hispanic women? And you Native American woman. I don't have as much experience with so-called American Indian woman. I didn't grow up with a lot of Gadite women. My mother and them, but that's not too much. Mostly Issacharite women. Grew up around a lot of you Latinas, all right, and you so-called black women, all right. Low lifes, man. But go ahead, bro.
Where you want me to start?
34 and 31.
Okay, con. This is Ezekiel 34.
And Baraki al-Bashim al-Shai that the Spirit has revealed these things unto us, all right. Because a lot of our men, they fall because of you women, all right. Go ahead, bro.
That's right. It's Ezekiel 34 and 31. And ye my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men.
See, the flock of the Heavenly Father's pasture, the flock of Yahweh's pasture is who? Men. Yeah, because you had this woman talking about, well, why can't y'all just do something for the sisters? Man. You're a supporter. And you know what? Hey, the water to the sisters who are who do watch and support, that's a beautiful thing. At the same time, you're not the concentration. This whole world is about women, about so-called black women, really. The so-called black woman, that's the queen of heaven.
The queen of heaven.
That's really the queen. Oh man. Well, we go anywhere. What are we gonna hear? Rihanna, Beyonce, and all these women, and you punk dudes. Oh no, everybody loves y'all, man. Yeah. Y'all are the picture of femininity.
The image of America is really the queen of heaven vibration,
which is the black woman.
Which is the black woman.
And it's evident that it's a black woman, even though they try to put up the so-called white woman like she's all precious and everything like that. And innocent,
but they act like the black woman. The white woman that they push, that's on top of America, portrays to be a black woman.
Yeah, and they all want to emulate the so-called black woman. Like culturally, they like to talk to you get with a damn devil woman, and she's trying to talk like a black woman, man, making the hand gestures and shit like that.
Put her hair like braids and shit.
Yeah. It's a so-called black woman because the so-called black woman. You go into Diana of Ephesus, you look it up in the Zondervans, it shows that she's clearly a so-called black woman. Right? Yeah. Everybody loves Beyonce, man. Beyonce's just Rihanna. I'm saying, just go to a little festival, go to a bar, have them play some Rihanna or Beyonce. They're not gonna do that with Taylor Swift or Adele. It's not going to translate, man.
Yeah, it doesn't have that.
It's that same force. It doesn't have that same effect.
Yep.
Yeah, because we get on you so-called black women, but you're Israelites. You so-called Mexican women too. Y'all are Israelites, so of course other women, they're gonna want to be around you and pick up on your energy too, because y'all are Israelites. Y'all just wicked as hell, right. And you're not gonna get with this truth. All right, these women, they'll come and they'll say barakatah, baby. They'll give you a shalom. They'll call you they'll call brother, refer to your brothers as Akim and stuff like that. At the end of the day, they're susceptible more so than us to demons. All right, because if demons come, try to get on us. We have discernment to know, okay, this is a demon. A woman, she's not grounded in the scriptures like that, man. Anything comes in her mind, and Satan comes in her mind heavy, she falls victim to it, man. Now you got another problem, and that's why we don't teach women. Scriptures clearly outline that if a woman's supposed to learn anything, let her ask her husband at home. Husband, if, which means that's the brother's prerogative.
Yeah,
he ain't got to be like, hey, like the camp heads. Like, hey, brother, hey, can you talk to your woman today?
Yeah, come.
And you, brother, come at you like that, man. You fucking put the elbow up, man. It's a lot. But that's man. Yeah. You don't have to teach her.
She's on a need to know basis.
Yeah, and guess what, man? She's gonna find it out anyways, man. She's gonna go searching for the video. She's gonna find a garment. Trust me, women, they've done this. She's gonna try to find a garment. Well, what is he into? He doesn't eat pork. They'll actually Google everything, and then they'll come to the conclusion that you're a Hebrew Israelite. Then they'll Wikipedia it. Then they do street speaking. They've been found on Google, on YouTube. Then they'll go to YouTube, and then they'll find you.
Yeah. Find you.
Bro, these women are PIs for Satan, man. That's
right.
All right, but go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it's Ezekiel 34:31. And ye my flock, the flock of my pasture are men, and I am your power, said Yahweh power.
Yeah, that's right. That's our power. All right. Our power isn't our woman. All right. It's not our children. It's not our jobs, our businesses. It's not the society. This is our power. All right. Well, our power is up in the heavens, and He has a spirit.
The spirit, yeah.
In this book. All right, the spirit of His Son, chiefly. All right, because Yahweh Shai is the Word made flesh. Is He not? All right. Is the Comforter, right? We got the Comforter right here. And this is what comforts us, all right? This is what aids us in our trials and tribulations. All right?
How could we make it without it?
Yeah,
really.
We couldn't.
We'll be lost.
We'd be lost like all you people.
That's why Yahweh Shai said, I would not leave you comfortless.
That's right.
Yeah,
we'd end up killing people.
Yeah, Jacob, man, we'll be in continuous slavery, man. Yeah. You think Jacob's bad now, man? Because these niggas have some type of level of respect because they go to these damn churches, and Esau uses that as a guideline to basically keep niggas in check, right? As far as morally and spiritually. Right. Even though they out of their mind, but it's still the most dirtbag nigga still has some type of morals to himself. Oh, God's watching me, you know.
Right.
So Esau keeps you so-called you jakes in check with them churches, church going jakes,
right?
In college, basically institutionalize you so you won't be a way bugged out animal. If Jake didn't have the scriptures, oh man,
beast.
Whew.
Be a complete beast.
They'll destroy themselves, man.
Well, you know what? The majority of our people, they're on a beast level, and that's why they get gunned down as beasts. All right, they get put down as animals. Yeah, because they say, well, look, man, they have more people. Our people are saying now, they have more respect for an animal. Well, you know what? Our people act as animals because we don't have the guidebook. All right, what separates an animal from a so-called human being? Law and order.
That's right.
The cognitive functions.
Yep.
Hey, because now anything that comes in Jake's mind, they just do. Because Jake's a reprobate, man.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, hold that. Get Jeremiah the 6th chapter. Okay. Jeremiah 6:30. Because the Lord have rejected the majority of our people. That's why our people, they move like the wind, man. Any fad, Jake's got to dance for like 3 months, then it's a new dance.
Man.
Niggas are saying, what's the new thing? Fleek. Oh, that shit's on fleek. Before the shit was tight, then it was Gucci. Because it says Jake doesn't have any stability, no structure. So it's whatever.
He's looking for something.
Looking for something to hold on to. That's why our people name ourselves Shaniqua.
Oh boy.
And what's another fucking Devontae, and all these names that you associate with so-called black culture, because that's our people trying to reestablish themselves as a people, separate. Yeah, there you go. Separate. Because it's in our people's spirit to be separate. Because that's what holy means, is it not?
Yep.
To be separate.
Sanctified.
Yep. Yeah, that's what it means to be separate. Because you being in the midst of all these nations continually, you're going to pick up on their customs. Then you're going to defile your soul. All right, because you're going to start doing the things that they do.
Yeah.
Right? Like worshiping Buddha, worshiping Shiva, Krishna, all right, eating abominable foods, partaking in unlawful sexual acts. Those are things that the heathen do, man.
Yeah. Hey, if I can say this, that's why the Most High set the law up, and He only gave it to the children of Israel, right? Clearly to separate us from the other nations.
Right.
Right? To know that these are a holy people, right? Because we have the law. The other nations didn't have a law. They had to concoct a law. They took a lot of the laws that we have, and they adopted those laws.
Exactly.
And with them heathenistic customs.
They blended them.
And blended them in, you know?
The Samaritans is a good example of that.
You know? Samaritans, yep.
Yeah, and that's what, and they're not the only ones.
Ishmael, look at Ishmael.
Elam too.
Elam.
When it says that in Esther, when it said that the people of the land became Jews,
right,
because the fear, because the fear came upon them, that means that they started adopting the customs, but they can't keep it all the way because it's not in their spirit.
It's not in their spirit.
They don't understand the benefits of it, and they don't have the same amount of fear that the children of Israel have for the Heavenly Father.
Right, they really don't believe in it. They don't really believe in it. Right?
In a spirit.
Right, so you can tell, like, if you're like when you're training somebody that's really passionate about it, or somebody that's just, you got to force them to do something.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Because it's not in them.
It's not in them.
It's not in them.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, because if you're not, it's the same thing with where we at. Okay, so there you good. Yeah. Hey man, Jake, you putting that work in, man. Uploading those videos, downloading videos. Got an external, but you're good right now. You're good for right now. You know, that happens all the time.
Yeah, the real tight, real big. I'll go right into it. Jeremiah, you want Jeremiah 6 and 30, right?
Yep.
Yeah, con. Jeremiah 6 and 30. Reprobate silver shall men call them.
Right, and reprobate means void of judgment. Reprobate silver shall men call them. Now, silver is supposed to be something that's what? Valuable.
Okay.
So, because our people are valuable, we're compared to gold and silver, yet they're reprobate.
Oh, boy.
So, if you're set up to be royal, but you don't discern that, you can't judge that, because if you judge accordingly that you're a prince of the power, you're going to conduct yourself. All right, you're not going to be doing the things of the world that these people do. All right, you're going to stand out. You know, like I talked to me and this brother. His brother works with me, and I get feedback from him. They love the brother. You know what I'm saying? Just started, man. Why? Because we have a separate spirit. All right, we don't have that reprobate dumb